What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today, I really wanted to try out some Shadow Blaziken in the Sunshine Cup. The only problem is today I tried it out, and for some reason, everyone decided to bring their fighting-type counters. Oftentimes in this meta, whenever I play it, people are like, ABA weak to counter. People believe that fighting types don't exist. Today was not that day, so I wanted to keep on using Blaziken until it completely broke a team just to see how long it would take. Hope you all enjoyed. This video was an interesting one to make, so yeah, let's get to the battles and see what Shadow Blaziken can do. Alright, we got an opponent here, Shadow Blaziken, up against Furo. Not a great lead matchup. I will say I don't love this, but hopefully Furo is not going to be a fan of our backline. I'm going to bring in our Licky here. They are staying in for a second, which is good for us, probably. Oh, we got his CMP. That's huge. That means they're going to waste all of this Drill Peck energy, and they're going to be a lot lower on HP than they would otherwise be. What this means is counters later on from my Blaziken are going to be very threatening to this Pokemon. They have to really hope at this point that whatever their final Pokemon is, or like backline is, they can handle Blaziken. Wow. Well, I know that can't really handle Blaziken that well. With that said, it's going to farm us down here, and that is a little scary. I don't think I get a second Body Slam off, do I? They shield that, makes sense. I think they actually could have farmed us down, but they don't go for it. I think I know what the play is that I should be. I'm going to go for just the one shield farm down with my Blaziken here. Come out with a lot of energy, and hopefully be in a really good spot against the backline. All of that one Incinerate doing, like, I mean, it's resisted, right? But it looks like it's not. The fact it can do that much damage is a little bit sad. I only get 3 counters here. I would have loved to see 4, but that's still maybe fine. We'll see what comes in here. It is the Furo. I think I farmed this down. No, I don't actually. Uh-oh. And they save 1 HP on the Furo. I probably should have played this out differently, but I think it could be another thing weak to fighting type damage in the backline. It actually is. Okay. This game's playable. I think I win, actually, because I have moves on my Blaziken, right? I have a move at least, and I get a Brick Break plus a Swift here before they're able to get to 2 attacks into us. And as long as I save my Furt, even on 1 HP, that's all we need. I can go here for the shield, I can throw the Swift, and then I combo play with my Blaziken, depending on what they do. Alright, big Swift. This should knock them out, or get the shield. And if we get a shield, that's what the Aura is for. And if they no shield, then I just farm down. Nice, we get the knockout here with the Aura. And that Furo, well, it does have 1 HP, that's why we saved the Furt in the backline. Even if we get a Simul KO at this point, we should be able to win thanks to our Furt later on. And Blaziken's just a trooper. It just survives the attack anyway. There we go. Love to see it. All right, Blaziken. Hopefully we see like people disrespecting fighting type damage. I've seen so many people in this meta do that, and this is a good start. I feel like a lot of the time these Blaziken, or these Abomasnows rather, disrespect Blaziken. You know, the fact they stayed in there for a second kind of makes me think that's definitely the case. We have our Licky for the Furo. I did stay in a second longer than I would have liked into this Furo with my Blaziken, so I did take a lot of damage just from these pecks, but honestly, the extra counter damage also isn't bad here. It puts him closer to Body Slam range for my Licky. Maybe that was a tactical play on my end. It's hard to say. You know, the intricacies of its action gameplay are very hard to figure out sometimes. I should survive this, right? And even if I don't, I'm not that scared of the Abomasnow. I do survive, but I have to throw energy here. But, you know, throwing energy and giving a single Powder Snow over to the Abomasnow, I am so fine with that. And even if we need to use our Furt against the Abomasnow, it's not even that bad for us, because we have access to Brick Break on it as well. They'll get 1 Powder Snow here. But as we saw how much damage those counters were doing, there's, like, nothing they can really do there in this matchup. They might get, like, I don't know, 1 move off, but that's about it. Now, this is a little bit scary. We see a Furt, or not a Furt, a Clodsire, rather, in the back. So I hate that, but I mean, we have some play. We'll go for the Brick Break here, just to try to ramp up our damage a little bit more. I know it's resisted, but just getting extra damage on our Sucker Punches is probably better than nothing. I have to no-shield as well, which I don't necessarily love, but if I go for a shield on this attack, and like I have to double shield against this, it's so bad for us. And if they Stone Edge bait, that is honestly a bit of a misplay by them. That Stone Edge there might end up costing them a little bit. Because if they went for Earthquake, they might be able to get a farm down against us, but by going for the Stone Edge, and assuming that I would shield, that opens up the door quite a bit more for us in the backline. Honestly, I don't think I shield this. I think I just go for fast move pressure now with my Blaziken, and hope for the best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there you go for a move here. It's all going to come down to if they can get to 2 Weather Balls on the Obama Snow or not, and I don't think they can. And I also don't think they can Powder Snow down after. Yeah, this is a lot of damage. I think we're fine, but it's going to be, down to if they can Poison Sting us down now, and I don't think they can. They did clear their defense debuff on the Clodsire. But with that said, I think we put him down low enough that that's fine. Okay, there we go. They weren't even ABA weak to Blaziken, unfortunately, but we still got the win. Next battle. Hopefully we see an actual ABA weak to Blaziken team, not just like a fake weak to Blaziken team. Well, this is not that. With that said, do they know that I have Earthquake? Shoot. No. We see the Obstagoon come in. Uh-oh. Well, I don't think I've seen a team like this in this meta just yet. So this is not looking great for us so far. At least we have Earthquake here, which can put in quite a bit of damage, and I think we will force a second attack out of them. I don't think they can farm us down before we... Oh, especially if they're on Night Slash. Does that mean they're on Obstruct, maybe? They could. I'm not going to throw a Body Slam here. It wouldn't knock out. I'm going to go for the Earthquake or force energy out of them. Because this way, I also just get a little bit of extra energy on our Blaziken here. So I think that's not a bad play. We can farm down with Blaziken now. And it's not like I take a lot of fast move pressure from the Euphis. It's not great for Blaziken to see, but, like, it's still kind of playable for us. We catch a move. It could be a discharge if they get greedy, but either way, dancing around a little bit here is like the name of the game, right? We baited out the Obstagoon, so hopefully there's not a second thing in the backline for it doesn't want to see. Okay, well, it's actually a second thing in the backline that my Blaziken doesn't want to see. Guess I should have said that as well. 8. All right. What do we do here? I wish I got an energy lead, but I didn't. 10. Okay. The problem is, if I shield once, I have to shield twice, and if I no shield, then I'm just down to shield into that Eufisk. So I think the only option, as unfortunate as it is to go for the 2 shield farm down here and start spamming out moves into that Eufisk. But I hate doing that. Like, it feels really bad that I have to do that. If I get a shield here for some reason, which I never will, but if I do, that is better for us than nothing. Okay, we actually somehow get a shield there. And was that a CMP? I know it doesn't matter. I know we're never going to win this game. But, like, we're making this as close as we can. We're making it as close as possible. That was, like... It was close-ish to being playable for us, but... Ah, man. The Eufisk is just too much. Like, if I had Trailblaze plus Brick Break, maybe then there'd be a chance here, because I can land the move. Although, actually, I wouldn't even have the Trailblaze here, I don't think. That was a CMP on the discharge. I think we tried our best against this team. Honestly, I feel like there's not much else I could have done there. Eufisk, Firo, Obstagoon. I don't think I've seen a team remotely close to that in this meta. But very bad for us, not gonna lie. Not the team I wanted to see. So, I don't think we could have done much there. All right, next opponent. Hopefully a little bit of a better matchup here for us. Not quite. But we do have our trusty Licky safe swap that we are going to hope is good. People are on the Obstagoon bandwagon now. I don't necessarily love this, but, it's making some sense here. It's destroying my Licky. Maybe I should be safe swapping my Furret. Would Furret be better in this matchup? But the problem is, like, if I safe swap Furret, they go for a Drill Peck Chip and Dip. And I really don't like that either. I hope they Night Slash us here. I hope they don't have Cross Chop, but they probably have Cross Chop. Yeah. Yeah, the bad thing about this is, unlike the last time I was in this matchup, I'm not going to be able to force them to shield a potential Earthquake or throw earlier. Oh, well, what? Okay. I don't think they had to shield that. Weird. Do I ever shield this? I don't know. I'm gonna let it go. I know it's probably a bad play to let this go, but... Oh, wait, that doesn't do as much as I thought it would, actually. I'm still low on HP, but at this point, I just have to hope that my Furt in the backline is gonna win me the game. I don't know if it will. Double counter users in the backline. At least I have Brick Break. That's a lot of damage. But man, these counters are shredding me as well. I think the only way that I can win is if I get a Sucker Punch down now. I can't throw energy here. But... Like, I just get pecked down. I don't see the win con. I can't see the chance. Oh my goodness, that's so sad. I don't know what to do. Like, I need to, like, swap, but I need to stay in, but I need to not do any of this? No. What was I supposed to do this game? I don't even know. I don't even know what I was supposed to do. They didn't even play that one particularly well. I don't think they had to shield their Obstagoon, and yet they did. And we just don't have much of a chance there. That is so tragic. People are not playing into my Blaziken gambit today. All right. It's time. It's time for a good lead. It's time for a real good lead. Maybe not. Maybe, okay, I meant next time. Next lead is going to be the good one. But we have the Furt. And the Furt on this save swap is going to be coming in clutch, surely. They are staying in here, which is kind of interesting. But what do they have in the backline that they are so scared of Furt for that they want to stay in like this? They have a Brave Bird now. You know, I've no-shielded this in the past, and it was a Brave Bird. This time I'm going to shield. It's almost a guaranteed air cutter, but that's fine, because I survived the next one. Okay. They're at 1 on the other guy, so keep that in mind. 1 on that Pidgeot. 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, I think I can let this go, farm them down all the way with my Blaziken, and then hopefully my Licky Licky can swap into that Pidgeot. Okay, I don't like that that didn't knock me out. That's just going to stall things out a little bit longer. But we do get the farm down here. That's good. If Pidgeot comes in, I should be able to bring in Licky Licky immediately, and I should get a Body Slam off before they get to a Brave Bird. That's only an air cutter, right? I think? I'm almost certain, but maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, I mean, they were like completely... Not completely dry, but they're as close to being energy dry as possible. We have Earthquake. I'm going to go for it here just to try to guarantee a shield or a lot of damage. Because at this point, all I really need is to get the final shield down. That's a lie. I need to do a lot more than just that. But, like, it would help if I do that. Now I get a shield with a Body Slam, probably. We're at 5. I have some energy left over on my Blaziken. There might still be a chance. Oh, smart no-shield by them. This game's getting weird. But surviving that's kind of huge too, though, right? I think I have to shield this up. Because I don't have much of a choice. Like, I don't have many other moves to shield this game. Ah! Okay, so I misplayed that. I thought I wasn't gonna get... I thought I wasn't gonna get gusted down in 3. And I thought I'd do more damage with Blaziken, honestly. That was unfortunate. I think I had a way to win that one, but I just... it was not a great situation in the first place. Only a 2-3, but you know, we're gonna do better next set. All right, next opponent. We gotta win the lead at least once this set. I think we can. My goodness, that's it. Tomorrow is the Ufisk day. Tomorrow I'm leading Ufisk. Too many Furos. I don't like this meta anymore. Like, I don't think I liked it in the first place, but like, I'm liking it even less now. They gave us a full rollout sneak. That's crazy. This meta is going to be the end of me. Big cross chop. We do survive, though. Alrighty, well, what do they do? And do we think there's a Vigoroth in the back? Those are The two big questions we have to answer. Oh, no. Okay. Well, hopefully they don't know that I don't have the Earthquake here. Hopefully they don't know this. If I get a shield with this move right now, I'm happy. Wow, they actually know that. You know, that's honestly impressive. They know if you go to 100 energy on Licky Licky, you don't actually get the next move as on the next roll out there. Smart play by them. Very smart play. Show me the Vigoroth. Okay, it's not a Vigoroth, but like it's also not amazing, but maybe it's still something. We'll see. I have to just hope at this point that we have enough play with our Furret here. Oh, they shield the first. Hold on. Is that ever an opening? Probably not, no. But shielding the first feels like something I wasn't expecting, at least. I feel like if they no-shielded the first and just committed to Fearow, that could have been a better play maybe for them. The problem is, I don't actually have enough energy on my Blaziken, I don't believe. I only got one counter, right? So I'm not going to be able to get an Aura Sphere off. Ah, they survived. I hate everything about this meta. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Blaziken in the backline, it beats everything here, right? But we can't catch a lead. All right. I don't know what else to say. I've tried to manifest the good vibes all day today. It has not happened just yet. At least Swampert, as far as water ground types go, is a playable lead. That's all I can say about it. It's not good necessarily, but I mean, at least I beat them in the twos, and that's more than I can say for most of these things I've seen today. Go for the Aura Sphere here on CMP. Guarantee as much energy as possible if they do let this go. And we'll try our best at this point to farm this all the way down. Yeah, because I don't have like an easy way to finish off this Pokemon anyway in the backline, right? I think they'd survive 5 Sucker Punches. And I'd have to throw a Body Slam with Licky Licky to knock him out. So I might as well just do this, come out with a full move, and probably get his shield back against something. Okay, well, I don't get a shield back against that, but at least I can save the energy there. Is this like a huge Clodsire or something? It's hard to tell for sure, but that does look big. Why are they staying in here? What do they have in the back line? What could they have that would be the worst case scenario? Probably a lot of things. Could just be like another normal type, and they don't want to take a Brick Break before going for an Earthquake here, though. Okay, we survived that well enough. Okay, Shadow Piloswine is scary, but maybe playable. 5, I mean, I get the Brick Break off, which is good. Do I get a shield? Oh, for some reason I do. I think that's a big misplay by them, because I have the Aura Sphere loaded, right? So I can just come in and throw this instantly. I think that is a massive blunder by them. I am not going to be upset about them doing that, though. Yeah. Well, okay. They didn't know what I had in the backline. I feel like there's still things they could have maybe beat, like a Fearow. But there we go. We actually won a game. All right. Honestly, I wouldn't mind more Swampert leads. That was fine. That was perfectly playable. Quagsire, if it's on Mudshot, sure. If it's not on Mudshot, then why are you here, and what are you doing to me, game? Why? I mean, honestly, Water Gun makes a lot of sense in this meta. There's a reason I've been running it. Okay. Well, do we want to put some bets on if Vigoroth's in the backline? I feel like that wouldn't be unheard of at this point. We'll see, though. I mean, don't I flip switch here, though? I don't think a cross drop knocks us out. Maybe it does. Yeah, okay, this is good. This is at least a little bit of wiggle room. I would love to see a shield here, honestly, but a no shield's fine as well. It's just a little bit more awkward. Okay, we do get a shield. I can counter this down, hopefully, before they get another move off. Okay. And now my Licky Licky is up a shield into the Quagsire, which is a lot better than if I wasn't up a shield into the Quagsire, as you might expect. That's only an Aqua Tail. I don't want to shield this. I might have to at some point if they stay in any longer, but we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if at this point the final Pokemon is a Flying-type Pokemon. And like in the middle of my sentence, they brought one in. But honestly, I feel like there is a path to victory right now. It's going to be a little bit awkward, but I feel like it's there. I'm just gonna go for the farm down here. I'll shield once, farm down. If I can get a move off into that Quagsire, I'm gonna go for an undercharge to get some more energy out of this. Yeah, nice. I should get like 2 rollouts here now. So the play. The play is... What is the play? Go for the Earthquake? Probably? And then go for the Aura Sphere. I like that play. Because like if they no-shield the Earthquake, then I just counter down. And if they shield the Earthquake, I land the Aura Sphere. As long as I don't get Water Gun down before I reach it, which honestly, I am a Blaziken. There's always a chance. They actually do shield that, but I think that we get the move. Let's go. Okay. All right, you know, it was a slow first set, not gonna lie, with Shadow Blaziken. This one, though, it doesn't matter if we see just the worst case scenario. We can still win. We can make something happen here. All right. All right. I think I've earned a good lead. Please, just one. Blaziken into Licky Licky. Okay. Okay. I mean, honestly, good lead, kind of. It's actually crazy to say that it's not as good of a lead as you might think it would be, just because the rollouts and the body slams do so much damage. But what I think I can do here is just so much fast move pressure that they are sad. So that's what I'm going to do. 2, 3. All right, they are on Dragon Tail here, interestingly enough. I mean, that's not, like, that interesting. That's the default moveset, but still, that is their moveset that they're on. I'll bring in Licky Licky right now. I should survive whatever they throw here. And, I mean, I'm not that scared of Licky Licky at this point. So, I really just want this Flygon out of the way. Shadow Ball would be nice here to be able to knock him out from this range, but even just getting the Body Slam off is about all we need to do. And if I did have Shadow Ball, and they did shield it up, that could be kind of awkward too. Okay, they shield the Body Slam, love to see that. 9. Honestly, I'm going to shield this. I want to land the Body Slam here if I can. I want to make sure this thing is not able to put in more work in the backline than I want to let it. They could switch, though, right now, which they probably will. Yeah, into the Licky Licky makes sense. 4, 5, 6. I don't know if this Brick Break knocks out. I really wanted to snipe them down with this move here, but I think they might survive on, like, 1 HP, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, no. The worst thing about this is not only do they survive on 1 HP, but they should get 2 attacks off here. Unless they're on Earthquake, in which case they just get the Earthquake off. Yeah, if I would have gone for this sneak... If I would have gone for this sneak there instead of CMPing, I would have only taken 1 attack, which would have been kind of nice. And that Flygon, I believe, has a move on it right now, right? Do they bring it in here to snipe down my Furret, or do they bring it, or do they save it for my Blaziken later on? I would imagine they save it. Oh, okay. That's not what I thought it would be in the backline. That is not at all what I thought it would be, and now I'm sad. Oh, man, it's a 2-cannon. So I can win the lead, but I am not allowed to do much else after. Yeah, they're at 7 right now, so they're 2 away, or 3 away, rather, from a move here. What they likely do is they just swap back into Flygon and win the game, and I don't like that. Or they can just do that, I guess. Yeah, I think they have that move still on that Flygon, right? Unless they're not quite there. If they're not quite there on Flygon, then maybe there's still a chance. Please tell me they're 1 off. Please tell me they're 1 off. Oh, they actually are, aren't they? Yeah, because they were at 9. It's 10 to 3 moves. Okay. Well, I was, like, worried about this whole time for no reason. Let's go, okay. All right, next opponent. I liked that Licky Licky lead, but I prefer, like, a Furret. Okay, I should not be picky, because, man, I guess I'll just get a Pidgeot, huh? All right. I'm gonna go for, like, a counter before switching out. I haven't done that yet today, but I feel like getting that extra counter energy could throw them off later on. And if they throw a move first, I know for a fact this is only going to be an air cutter. I can survive this, and I have got quite a bit of fast move pressure off against them. This also does desync the switch clocks pretty well. All right, and we bait out a Furret. I really don't hate this. Licky Licky doesn't want to see this Pokemon in the first place. And we know for a fact at this point that I get to 2 moves before they can farm us down, so either I get his shield here, or I force energy out of them. Looks like they are going for the full farm down, which honestly is probably the right play. But I do get the shield, so I'm fine with that. Can I farm down in like 2 counters here? I hope that next counter knocks out. That'd be really cool if it did. I don't really want to shield an attack from this thing, so I won't. Ow. Okay, down goes that at least. We can bring in our Licky Licky. They have an air cutter right now, but that's about it. What is this? An Oranguru? Okay. Is that playable? I think it's not bad if I land an Earthquake especially. But if they... This is going to be odd. This is going to be so weird. Okay, good that I landed that. 4. Alright. They have energy still in that Pidgeot, which does scare me a little bit. And my Blaziken is kind of dead in the water at this point. I don't like that either. I'm going to no-shield this and try to get another Body Slam off. I think I should be able to. But honestly, maybe I should have shielded something this game too. That could have been an interesting idea. Shielding a charge attack in the Go Battle League. Okay, well, it's all going to come down to, like, fast move pressure at this point, right? Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have transferred that. I think that's, that's a loss now. Yeah, maybe if I didn't transfer the Gust, that's actually on me. I could have won that one. I've fumbled this game. I fumbled these Pidgeot leads more than I should have. I could have got the win there. I'll take a 3-2 given how bad these leads have been. But we could have done better. All right, next opponent, Kevin Saludares. Very good battler. Running a very bad lead for us. Let's see if he's on Water Gun or not. He is on Water Gun because every Quagsire nowadays is. Although that's not really an answer to us. So that's nice, I guess. He does win CMP, though. So if I want to flip Switch Advantage, I have to go down Shields to do so. Don't necessarily love that. But I think what I'm going to do right now is actually a really odd play. But I like it quite a bit. Since I lose CMP here, I might as well just make it so I don't do any damage here. And, like, I'll knock out with a Swift here either way. I might as well give myself more energy on my Blaziken if possible. So, if I can't flip Switch, I might as well make it really awkward for him, where I do get energy guaranteed on this. Powder Snows don't do anywhere near as much as other attacks could. And we'll see if in the backline, Licky Licky is going to get hard countered. Okay, I mean, that's not bad. I have Earthquake, right? But does he know this? We'll see. If I land this move right now, I would be so happy. If he no-shields, there is still so much play to be had. If he shields, it's still fine, maybe. Nice shield by him. It's probably a Rock Tomb, though, right? I'll let this one go. Okay. Is that his next move now? I'd probably lose this game. I needed to sneak that Earthquake through, I think. I think that would have been the win condition this game. Yeah. Oh, no. I needed to sneak the Earthquake through. Because now we can just let this go in Quagsire sweeps. But if he shields this, I can actually win. No, Kevin wouldn't do that. He knows too much about this game to make a silly play like that. Save the energy, I guess. Interesting. If I get enough counter damage, which that's unlikely, but if I can't get enough counter damage to put him into Body Slam range, maybe there's still a chance. I don't get... If I got that last counter off, maybe there would have been a shot here. But no. I don't think... I honestly don't know if an extra counter would have done it. We'll get to see here if that would have been enough, though. No, not even close. Oh, man. He must have known the Earthquake tech was a good play in this meta. You know, we've been kind of struggling with leads still. We haven't got a lot of good ones. And that does continue here, unfortunately. I'm going to try my best to come in Licky Licky, and we'll see what they want to do. Okay. They switch into it with a Furret. Man, I really wanted to land that Earthquake. I'm in such a bad spot now. Because that energy on that Clodsire is going to make this game very, very hard to come back from. But at this point, they've put themselves in a spot where they're down a lot of energy on this Furret, so maybe it's not as bad as it could be. We'll see. Body Slam number 2 is going to hurt. Body Slam number 3 is just about loaded. If I get a shield here at some point, that's always, like, not bad. They do Brick Break. Are they at the next move? No, I get my Body Slam off. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. Body Slam here is going to hurt quite a bit if they let it go. I'm going to switch out. I want to, at this point, bank the energy and hope at this point that maybe my Licky Licky can still land an Earthquake into them later on. Swift is going to hurt us. Oh, Brick Break. Okay, that does less damage, but it does lower my defense stat. So maybe they can get a farm down into us. They throw pretty quickly here. I almost wonder, though, if it's worth a shield. So much so that I have already gone for a shield here. Just because Blaze Kick is going to hurt quite a bit. It's going to do a lot more than anything Furret can throw into them at the very least. And maybe I can swap out at some point, or maybe I just get to a second move. Even just forcing energy out of them is not a bad thing. Oh, no. Oh, yes, actually. I thought I was going to get knocked out there by that next move, but at least I get this off. I don't know necessarily what I can beat at this point in the backline. Bring in Licky Licky here. Okay, well, that's actually not bad. Oranguru is the final Pokemon. Okay. I'm going to go for the Brick Break. I think we might be fine here. It's going to be closer than I'd like, because Oranguru can put in some work in this matchup. And they are up a little bit of energy. But no-shielding that, I think, gives us a really good chance of winning now. I no-shield the first move, because it's going to be non-boosted Trailblaze. And I shield the next one and farm down. Big Trailblaze, we survive it. I'll take one more Confusion, but that's it. I have the attack ready to go into the Clodsire. I'm going to throw it instantly because they have a move themselves. And I want to make sure I can get the shield down against them. I probably should have broken, but it's fine. I think we're just going to win this one now. This should knock them out. So they have to shield it. And then Licky Licky, I mean, Licky Licky probably could roll out down at this point too. But I'm pretty close to a Body Slam, so I think we just have it. Stone Edge, yep. I don't know if they showed their other move just yet this game. There's a chance they could have been on like Sludge Bomb or something maybe. But we actually won against the Clodsire lead. Blaziken hanging on with 1 HP, getting that final move off was huge. And for it being able to close up the backline, that's about as close as it could get. Come on, please, give me a Furret lead. I haven't seen a Furret lead just yet. I would love it. Why? Okay, I guess we're seeing the Giraffe lead before we see the Furret lead. Okay. I guess because there's no Furret leads, right? So might as well lead the Giraffe. And these Sucker Punches are shredding. A Shadow Jump Love? 5? Really? Okay. I mean, I survive an Energy Ball from this range, right? So I think that they should have at least built up to an Acrobatics. Maybe they can Fairy Wind us down, but I don't think they can before I get another... Like, if I get 2 more Swifts off after this one, I guarantee a shield, and they can't farm us down before then. Alright. 5, 6. Alright, what do they do? Do they farm down, or do they just throw the energy here? Okay, I wasn't really expecting them to play it out this way, but, This is annoying still. But, I mean, I think it's always just smart to come in here and shield this up. Like, there's still a Giraffe. There's still a Giraffe at this point. Aerial Ace, who runs that? I think this counter still knocks out. Like, that Giraffe rig is annoying. So I kind of need to not take any unnecessary damage on Licky Licky, I think. We got the Sneak on the rollout, which is good. They save the guy. Don't love that. They're at 4. And they're 1 away right now from a move on that Giraffe rig, so that's bad. Eight. I think I have to shield this. I need to shield something this game, but now I might just take a Psychic Fangs from the Giraffe rig. 9. If they shield this, I think I have a chance. If they no shield, that's not as ideal. Okay, they do no shield. I'll get like 2 more counters into them, but I think a Psychic Fangs probably does just knock us out, right? Oh yeah, especially with how much damage that just did. Ah. Ah, that's so sad. That's so sad. I think we did our best to dance around this one. But like, I don't know where we could have got the extra little bit of damage we needed. Please. Please, no more. No more. Thank you. Okay. Please tell me it's gonna be one of those just disrespectful teams. Okay. Well, I mean, at least we have a counter to this. This is looking good so far. I don't hate where this is going, but I don't know if this is going to be one of those teams ABA weak to Blaziken, or one of those teams ABB good into Blaziken. So, what do we do here? That's always the big question, right? Big body slam. We're going to land it here against them. Guarantee a lot of good damage, but it doesn't quite get the knockout. I should survive this move. Just barely. Get the next body slam off. And if they want to go down his shield, they can be my guest. Yeah, we do survive that. They can flip switch now. So it's going to come down to if that actually is helpful for them or not. I have Brick Break on my Furret, so it's like not even that bad for me. Okay. I'm going to bring back in Blaziken just to get some extra counters. I want the energy. Okay. That's fine. Let's go for the Aura Sphere into this. Guarantee a shield. Or a knockout. And then I think we're going to be fine. Because now they're going to be in a range where, like, Sucker Punches plus Swift would knock them out. Okay, Obstream does come back in. But I have Brick Break plus Swift to knock him out. And then I should reach a Swift against that Quagsire as well. Big Brick Break. This is very effective into them, but obviously it's not going to one-shot. It's a pretty weak move in the first place. I think their best bet right now is having Obstruct, which they could. I think they built up to it. But they Night Slash, maybe hoping for a boost. Well, they got the boost. I don't necessarily like that they got, but I'm hoping it doesn't actually matter. Quagsire has some energy on it, but they're low enough at this point after the counters that I think a Sucker Punch plus a Swift, like once I get the Sucker Punches and the Swift into them, it's going to put them down really low. The point where now I might even just swap back in Blaziken. Do I swap in Blaziken here? I don't know. I don't hate the idea. Because I do extra damage with a counter, and now I sneak the Sucker Punch. I get the knockout, and that should be GG's. Alright, well, there we go. We beat an Obstagoon lead, although I'm still waiting for one of these teams that just really disrespects fighting-type damage. Alright, moment of truth. Can we actually core break someone today? I think this is our best bet so far. Macargo generally does disrespect Blaziken leads. It is not on Rock Throw. I have seen some Rock Throw Macargos in my time in this meta. I'm going to go for the Aura Sphere instantly, just to make sure I don't have to shield first. And now we should be in a pretty good spot, where if they let this go, they're dead, and if they shield, then I can shield and farm down. They actually did shield, interestingly enough. So, we'll see what they do. Do they swap out now? They do. That doesn't look like an answer. That looks like a Cradilly. With that said, they have done a decent amount of fast move pressure into us, unfortunately, so I am going to get acided down if I stay in. But I'll just stay, or I'll just swap rather, save my Licky Licky for the final Pokemon, and just kind of sacrifice my Furret here. They will get to 2 attacks against us before I'm going to be able to knock them out. After this Rock Tomb, I will not be able to knock him out with a Brick Break. But I am fine with that, because honestly, if I just get an energy lead on my Licky Licky, that's probably just better for us. Brick Break here, though, because I also do want this Cradilly lower than it currently is. I have seen a team recently with, like, Macargo, Cradilly, Lileep. I wonder if that's ever... Like, is this that trainer? It could be. It could be that guy. Which would be crazy, but I wouldn't be that surprised. They come back in Macargo, and they hard swap it in, which is really crazy to me, because I should just be able to go for a counter down now, guaranteed. So we knock that out. What's about to come in here? What is this? Okay, it's just the Cradilly. I think I get the rollout down. Yeah, that is not ideal for them. Please show me the third. I had a feeling they weren't going to. Alright, that's satisfying enough, I guess. Awesome, okay. Well, that's another 3-2 set here with this team. We have been kind of struggling to find good leads with it, but when you get good leads, it is really good. When you get bad leads, it is less good. We'll get up to 2385. Not honestly that great. Okay, well, finally, we got a team that Shadow Blaziken really wanted to see there. I think it's a really good pick. I don't know why we were seeing so many bad leads for it today. I know that there are a lot of grounds and waters and flyings in this meta, but there's also just so many normal types and so many Pokemon that disrespect fighting type damage as a whole. It took so long for Blaziken to really do something, but in the end, I guess it didn't do nothing. So yeah, thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.